Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Ari Sky Readley's video blog. I'm Ari Sky Readley. So I have a big for you, very big. This is going to break it down into sections. Now, I know Chris and I know Dinky and I know Corey. They're kind of worried about me, and they should be. You see, I'm going to break down my birthday and I'm going to break down everything that's happened since the last video. And we'll go from there, okay? But let me just get to the cream of the crop right now, so we can get it over with. My family has been worried about me because I've been stuck in a game for so long. Well, between my computer, which is in the shop, and my other computer just frying out, and my desktop not allowed to be running because it's 10 plus years old with a video chip that's basically fried. The video chip comes on and grinds and grinds and grinds. I've had it blown, air cleaned, you name it. Just this system is old, okay? So I can't play any games. So here's what happened. So Chloe was upset because I was telling Chloe during a World Boss Express that there's people arguing with me over Magic Find. And I was like, look, when you run a loot train 18 hours a day, I didn't say it this term, but when you run a loot train for so long, okay, do you think you're going to get any really good shit? No. Basically what's happened is they've taken away the magic system. Say your magic system is racked up, right? See, back in the day, apparently, when the magic system was working, you could have your magic find maxed out and end up getting a boatload of precursors in the game, and then they flooded on the market, apparently, with the trading post. And then what happened? People would buy them, and then the other people would get richer. Well, they decided to change it out and do an RNG thing, a random number generator, which means you would get regular crap, okay? So what happened? Well, they were arguing, saying Magic Find works if you do this. Yeah, maybe, but I spent my entire 2+ years, over 3 years, basically since I began, basically hammering out the game and realizing that the loot system is bogus. Literally, you got an RNG. Now, Magic Find's a joke. People say, oh, no, it isn't. You don't know what you're talking about. I do. While they sit there and think they're an expert and they throw out this and throw these videos out, that's fine and dandy. But the thing is when you basically farm one area and then you go to another area, they turn off the magic find in that area. So after 2 hours, they want to kick you out, tell you to move somewhere else. But what if you go and spend 3 hours world boss trains and then come back for another 2 hours? You know, that'll be reset. But as soon as those 2 hours come, you might end up getting nothing but utter crap. Last night I ran, I don't know how long I ran, but let me tell you, I did not get nothing good, okay? And I lost a four guild pair of gloves due to the fact that the trading post was down, So anyways, back to my story. So let me tell you what's going on, okay? So I was talking to a couple people, loyal guildmates, loyal officers, loyal high ups, higher, almost as high as me. And we were talking about Supreme Leader Chloe. That's what we call her there, Supreme Leader Chloe. It's her guild. I just upgraded. I do the jobs that need to be done because, well, Chloe won't play the game until unless she gets pissed off while I'm running the game, and then she'll have a say. Like, let me give you an example of what happened a while ago. Chris knows the story, but for all of you noobs that tuned in or whatever, there was a person out there that got me a legendary bow called Kudzu. They were going to get me the legendary sword, Twilight. Unfortunately, I went and bought that myself, so they decided to give me Kudzu. Well, once I got the two memories, Sunrise and Twilight, I fused the two memories together with two other ingredients in the Mystic Toilet to make Eternity. Fortunately, I was supposed to wait for Bitfrost. Well, Chloe, of course, threw a fucking shit fit when she saw me running around with Sunrise that a person who was stalking me turned around and gave her Twilight to keep the peace. Just basically said, "Here you go, here's Twilight," right? And then all of a sudden, before I was choosing my next weapon, he went out and got her Bitfrost because that was the next one on the list. And then turned around and gave me Kudzu, right? And said, "Oh, yes, I'll get you Bitfrost. I'll get you the incinerators. You know, I promised all these legendaries for my birthday. Never delivered." So what happened? Well, he turned around and said he found all my social media sites. Gave me the heebie-jeebies. I mean, literally, he said he was looking for me in everything from Facebook to Instagram to, which he found Instagram apparently, to YouTube to, those photo sites where sometimes I like to show a little more, it's for my, wearing skimpy clothes. And, being a hermaphroditic woman, it freaked me. I mean, I thought the person was nice, and he has my address, here at home because, he wanted to send me something from Amazon. So I said, okay. But anyway, so Chloe got into it with him, and he said he was tag team. Well, I don't deal with confrontation. As a person who got confronted tonight on Guild Chat, not Guild Chat, Private Whisper, sorry. Guild Chat was a different channel. One of the people, I made a joke with this guy while I was playing jokes around with two of the officers. I demoted him to seaman recruit just to be funny as hell. I was going to move him back up to captain. He keeps talking about admiral. He's waiting for his admiral. He deserves it, though. Fortunately, Chloe kicked him. And Chloe kicked him because he was basically arguing about Magic Find. And Chloe's one of those supreme leaders that is basically a dictator, literally. So, if the guy wants to stay, it's fine. If the guy wants to leave, it's fine. I don't care. As I told one of my admirals tonight, Private Whisper, I don't give two shits. See, here's what's going on with me, okay? Before I go all the way back to the beginning of the last video, okay? I want to get this part out of the way first. So what happened was, I was telling one of my admirals that Supreme Leader Chloe wanted to remove 4 of our leadership position, wanted to eliminate them. The reason for it was they come in, they take command, and then they don't do anything. Okay? And I'm being pressured by not just the leadership's higher ups and the lower ups from ensign on up, but from everyone around to recruit and fill up the vacancies for the guild to be the highest it can be. And if we run out of space, we just open up the other 2 guild halls, right? Now, how do you feel when you're trying to run a loot train and you're being attacked, which is justified, while you're basically depressed because today, the 23rd, in approximately, I would say, 19 more hours or so, 20 more hours, will be the death date of my husband of 5 years. I found him on the 24th. He was already passed away on the couch, okay? Being a woman that the memory was traumatizing. So I told one of my moderators, guild leaders, I don't know if I'm coming back. Well, with my computer down and Windows not updating, it is basically a bunch of BS, and it's still not running. So basically, whatever Windows has done, it's fried out. That one there is literally chugging to the point where my Lenovo Legion is not running, and my Lenovo IdeaPad is barely working. So I got 2 non-operating laptops. It's not working at all. My desktop can't run the game, so and my MSI, the video chip, and it fried itself out. So because it's getting too hot, it's got like an 8 gig chip in it, and it just and then I mean, I'm having nothing but computer trouble lately, probably because I've been holed up so long, using them for so long. Who knows? But anyways, I'm not worried about that. And the other thing is let me go back to Chloe. So Chloe basically got rid of this one person for stalking. The other person she kicked out tonight was because she doesn't like people telling her or her lower leaders that Magic Find is a joke. This guy was trying to basically say, "Oh no, your magic's not max." Yeah, it is. It's max. Problem is, when you farm one area for too long, they drop the magic find down to diddly squat, so you don't get anything. So you can run 18 hours. That's why it took me a lot longer, right? Whereas some other people go somewhere else, right? Well, there's more to the story than just the magic find thing. Let me tell you the rest, okay? We got a guy um, who has been very good with the guild. The only problem with the guild leadership and the guild is, and I told this to one of my admirals tonight, higher up admiral that was on, that I don't give two shits about sky scale right now because frankly I am too damn fucking tired and too depressed, and I am literally out of it, and I'm tired. And the fact that every time I get on, I get messages about World Boss Expresses and the AB runs. That's it. So I got to devote my time to that. And Supreme Leader Chloe wants me to do these runs. So I have to devote my time to that because I'm not allowed Sky Scale because of Chloe. I'm not allowed Roller Beetle because of Chloe. I'm not even allowed the Griffin Mount because of Chloe. And yet, Chloe wasn't allowing me to have a legendary. But when I worked my ass off for it, she threw a fit and got herself Twilight for free. And then she left the game due to the fact that she couldn't pre-order End of Dragons. Now, I'm not pre-ordering End of Dragons. I don't give a shit. And the reason I don't give a shit is I built the big guild up for 2 reasons. One is I want able-bodied officers that will get the guild missions done. And B, I don't want the responsibility for fucking people telling me, "Oh yes, guild missions, we can do it." Then they don't do it. Week goes by and we only have 3 guild missions done, and yet no one. This is what I was telling one of my leaders, right? My leader basically could or deny. It just depends on her mood. Could or deny the whole thing about what I said. I said that you could. I bet her 20. Him. Sorry, I keep calling it her. Him. 25 gold. Literally, that none of the guild leaders or officers will get off their ass to get the 20 people we need for the fucking guild missions. I mean, literally, I can't go in and pay her now, him now, anyways, because my computer's down. But maybe it's a blessing. God doesn't want me online, anyways. I mean, literally, Chloe wanted me to give up the game, anyways, to go play my tavern game or my farm games. I might as well basically get use of my Switch again and play Stardew Valley, okay, on Switch. Now, you guys are probably wondering what happened. Well, after Chloe and I went into an argument, I said, look, just reinstate the person. Let them run the guild. I don't care. I'm done. My computer's fried. Well, Chloe found out my computer's fried. Well, now, the reason I'm telling you all this is there's more to the story, okay? I told another admiral, the supreme leader basically wants this guy removed. Now, me, I don't remove people. All right. Now, when I disobey a direct order, Chloe goes and does it literally like that. She'll just go, and she wasn't tolerating it. She doesn't want someone basically, Chloe's what we call a dictator. Okay. I mean, I'm one of those that I told a person the other day, okay, let me tell you what happened, okay? After my birthday, and this guy came out, turned around, and told me he found all my social media, I freaked. Chloe basically said this is stalking. The the reports went out, and for safety reasons, we protected ourselves. But um, you know, he was stalking me due to the fact he found all my media, and that's wrong. You just don't find my media. I mean, yeah, I mean, the same guy that said that, I have not once literally looked him up anywhere. I don't give a shit. I'm one of those that when I get up, my main job and focus was my guild, but I can't do my guild because I'm tired of the guild chat. Literally. I have to give command before I go to bed to someone else by military rules as I put into place to relieve command of myself so someone else can take over. Now, when I told uh, the admiral I was transferring command to him, I just didn't left. I left because I'm not going to be attacked for something that Supreme Leader Chloe did. Okay, it's her guild. She rebuilt it. She's got 3 guilds. I'm just the one that has to manage them all because Chloe can't get EODs. Now, if everyone wants to leave, I don't give a shit because frankly my computer's down and therefore I can't do anything. So I'm back to Switch games. But that might be a good thing for my family because that might be what's needed between a TV and or laptop for Christmas. Now, I'll be talking to them soon. I know my cousin Dinky's been worried. I haven't emailed her. I've been terrible at emailing people, especially Higgins. Higgins basically asked about disability. I'll get to that question in a bit, Higgs. And Chris keeps posting, where am I in Discord? Well, I can't answer you in Discord. I can't answer anyone due to the fact that my computer is down. And the Windows on that old computer is chugging a point where a sledgehammer would be perfectly good, but I need a computer, so I'm not going to use a sledgehammer. Now, Chloe was telling me there's talk of revolting or exodus in the guild. I don't care. I'm not part of the guild. That's what I told one of my admirals tonight. I'm not part of it. One of the reasons why I was considering leaving is because I'm tired of trying to tell the guild to get their act together, to get the guild missions done. You see, the guild missions were one of the things I was worried about. Okay, we got a couple things. Okay, we got a contest by a guy who's basically offering legendary weapons if they get it done. Now I found out it was legend level 69 instead of level 40. So 40 is not the max; it's 69. A lot of people know this. I don't. You see, I don't pay attention because I don't really give a shit. But my thing is I was asking literally if the Admiralty would do Supreme Leader Chloe's bidding to get rid of this person because Chloe doesn't like to do it herself. But when it basically lit a little fire under her ass, she did it herself. Which I, of course, was just saying, look, we got all these people here. Not one of them. I mean, literally, we have maybe 10 people, loyal people in the guild that will literally basically try to get the guild missions done. One of our missions, I made commander before, well, last night. She basically tried to get the guild to pull together to do guild missions. She failed. But you know what? It's not her failure. It's the guild's failure because the guild is basically too laid back. And so I basically was warned by the guy who claimed that, that he was protecting me. And let me tell you, another reason why we got rid of the guy, the stalker, was I was gifted by the guy who was going to do the legendary weapons, whatever choice legendary weapons. I was gifted the Bitfrost, the staff, the rainbow staff. And the guy that was interested in me threw a fit. He promised me 2 incinerators, 2 frost fangs, and a Bitfrost. When Bitfrost was given, he got mad and told me I could never use it. So I was going to give it away to one of my admirals, but then I said, fuck it, Chloe found out the guy off and said, look, you can't be a dictator. Well, this guy was a dictator. He was the one who was basically saying, no, we're not doing this. No, we're not doing guild missions. No, we're going to do this train. Well, between him telling it and everything else, it fell apart. Well, so basically what happened was we got it fixed, by getting rid of him. Now, he even told me that the guy who's promising the legendary weapons, you can't trust. because he's going to find a way to slip under. Well, I was talking to one of my admirals about this privately, and I said, look, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I got a lot of people saying that they want to see proof inside the guild. What do you call it? The guild bank, the guild vault, with legendaries, like one of each legendary stuck in there that's, and leave it in there for the contest. But you know how much that money would be? I mean, to give each one legendary, to complete it. That's basically saying, yes, you're going to get, there might be like 8 or 9 Gen 1 legendaries or something. It's based off of there's 3 great swords, short bow, long bow, that's 5, a staff, 6, scepter. You're looking at least a dozen or more. And they were literally like, put him in the guild vault and we'll look, and then maybe we'll get the missions done. But meanwhile, I was telling the admiral that what's the point of advertising? Someone asked me tonight, "What would you have an advertise?" That's because I don't want to. I'm tired of advertising. Even though the guy set me up to advertise, the problem is I'm tired of it. And the reason I'm tired of it is I feel like the guild position is a full-time job, as well as catering to everyone else. I'm tired of catering to people. Oh, aren't your boobles? We call them boobles, but they're called bobbles. And I got tired of it. I got 0 fucking bobbles. I fucking had gold all the way, right? And I'm positive it had to be because of that fucking error with the fucking trading post last night. But the previous day, I didn't get bobbles, or like maybe 3 out of fucking 8 hours, 4 runs. I got like 3. So to me, the bobbles and everything else is fucking shit. And they say, oh, it's your magic find. Really? It's my magic find that I get golds and I get no bobbles. And yet, when I open it up, I get the map bonus of a sliver or a thorn, or I get jack shit. I mean, last night I was running back to back with one of my officers who sent me some gold and said, "You're the best commander out there." She's awesome. Not because of the tip, but she's just downright awesome. And I told her she's got potential to be the one of the leaders, just like one of my other admirals is. Got potential with this girl or guy that they're side by side doing Living World Season 4 stuff. I mean, literally, the point is we have a broken guild. Literally, we got guild members that want to join because they're returning and all they want to do is fracs. That's fine and dandy if you want to do fucking fracs, do fracs. We got fucking 3 people that will do the fracs, but we got 0 people doing the fucking guild missions. And then I had one admiral turn around tonight, bless his heart, who says, "Oh, dungeons are dead." Yes, dungeons are dead. Excuse me 1 second, everyone. I'm not going to be gone too long. I just got to use the restroom table. Tinkle. So, let me tell you the rest before I go and watch movies, okay? Because I want to get done as fast as possible. Yes, I did wipe it, and yes, I did flush, okay? Being hermaphroditic, I do have female plumbing, so, there's no bulge or anything. So, for some of you questioning my gender, like that one lady in the guild, it's none of your fucking business, okay? I'm all woman. You know what? Like who I am, then fuck it. But anyways, so basically what happened was tonight was Chloe went on to attack, and I tried asking the guild mods, a couple of the guild officers, to help out, because they say you're the boss, but you say go. Well, no, screen leader Chloe, she says go, Apparently she did. Fortunately, I'm not going to get into an heated argument as a minister of God and someone who loves everyone. I'm not going to basically sit there and say, okay, yes, there was a couple toes that were thing Chloe showed me on Discord. A couple things that were upsetting was the fact that if we are going to run a guild, we need guild missions. We don't need some hilljack butthole. I'm not talking about this guy that got kicked. He's a sweetheart. Chloe made the final decision. I just, but then Chloe said she was going to reverse and put him back in. But it doesn't matter to me because, as I told one of my admirals, I might be out for a long time until things steam over and I'm a lot mentally better than running bobble farms. I mean, look, I'm not allowed a sky scale. People don't realize I'm not allowed a legendary weapon until Chloe got one. But when I got my first one, I worked my ass off. One of our former guildmates and officers literally bought her fucking Twilight first and then Bifrost because she threw a fucking fit. Think about it. You don't cross a person who's borderline personality. Even my own admiral said, what you say goes. Well, that's one thing I've learned. Okay, now, he's more than welcome to hold the title admiral and run things. I don't care. I'm not going to be part of a guild that's not going to be fucking doing the guild missions. I'm tired of coming in the morning and basically saying, okay, I'm doing world boss train. Who's going to do guild missions? Oh, no one? Oh, well, what's the fucking point? I told one of my admirals tonight, private message. I don't feel like this is my guild anymore. I don't even feel like it. And he said the same fucking thing. Pretty much was like, yeah, we got maybe 8 loyal people and the rest are just numbers. I want quality over quantity. And if the quantity thinks they can dictate, that's the other thing, okay? One of the jokes I did on 2 of my guildmates, actually 3, the one Chloe kicked out, was I lowered their ranks to seaman recruits just to be funny, And the first one didn't care. They're just like, yeah, whatever. But the other one didn't even notice. And the third one doesn't notice that I've lowered theirs to ensign just to see how fast they can do it. But the one I lowered to ensign for fun and giggles, I'll tell you why I did it. Because he basically sits there, right? And he's dictating policy, okay? The other guy doesn't dictate policy, okay? The other guy, the only thing that upset me was I've been doing elite trains for so long, okay? Chloe knows this. Chloe's seen me do it. Chloe would see me work 18 hours to get fucking sunrise and then say, oh, how's the loot drops? Shitty. My magic find is maxed out. I'm getting shit. Look at this. 2 silver. But if you get enough of those 2 silvers, it stacks up eventually to a gold, which stacks up to another gold, and then stacks up. Eventually, you get the money for Twilight, or in my case, Sunrise, then Twilight, without buying gems. Okay. Now, there's a lot of drama in my guild anyways. They're all talking right now. Oh, I was kicked out. I'm not part of that guild. I told one of my admirals tonight, I can't take it. I can't take being pressured by one person who says you need to keep recruiting, you need to get the guild missions done. And yet, another person promises me legendary weapons and can't deliver. And yet, when I bring it up, being a little light jab, oh, the trading post is broken. I guess can't order legendaries tonight. Being funny. No, and ifs, ands, buts, And then, my family, they're worried about me. I mean, I've been putting so much effort into getting this guild rebuilt and bigger and better and more shops and more everything. But guess what? I've neglected my family. I've neglected my friends. Sorry, Chris. I've neglected my own family, Texas, for a game, which, let me tell you a story. 20 years when you're sitting around your fireside with your grandson or granddaughter on your lap, and they said, what did you do during the great pandemic? You could say, I shoveled shit in Louisiana, or I spent so damn long at Guild Wars 2, I had no life, or I got out and about, took photography, and did other hobbies. It's up to you guys. You see, One day they're going to flip the switch in Guild Wars 2. One day they're going to flip the switch on Guild Wars 1. One day they're going to flip the switch on WoW. One day they're going to flip the switch on Elder Scrolls Online. They're already flipping the switch to make everything digital content only. Guess what? It doesn't work, does it? So many people are bitching. They want a physical copy. Look at this shit. Computer fries out. Windows can't even update. It's just encircling for fucking, I mean, literally, I've never seen the computer like that drop from my Legion's like a 6-core down to 0. I mean, literally, it's just chuggy. I mean, literally, I think something happened to it. Chloe probably did something. I don't know. But anyways, basically, I've spent so much time devoted to my guild. I haven't had much time of anything else, and I've been feeling upset too, depressed. Think of how I've been doing things. Okay, where's my brush? Nope. Yeah. I made my bed up the other day. Oh, here it is. So, anyways, here's the deal. Okay, I have been neglecting my father for my guild. I mean, literally, you got to be on your toes, otherwise you end up dead in the game, you know? And so I've been neglecting him, running Skype, running Zoom, running Amazon Prime with him, but not focusing on the movie, just freaking focusing on my guild. Literally. And why am I telling you this? Because this is how I am. I've been so focused on that I've burned myself out to a point, too. I mean, literally. I burned myself out. I've been working my ass off trying to get my next legendary weapon. And I was promised legendary weapons, and I never got them. Then I was promised again, and never got those. And then TP breaks out, and I lightly jabbed to be funny about, I guess you can't buy the legendary weapons now. Yeah, by the way, the person that promised me the legendary weapons recently, the new promise, also promised Chloe, I believe it was Frostfang and Howler. Either or both, I don't remember. But guess what happened? Didn't deliver. Oh, we'll have it this week, right? This week's ended. They've disappeared. That's one thing I was talking to my guildmate privately, one of my guild officers. Me and my guild officers were talking about how when an officer gets to a certain rank, they stop doing things. They think they're high enough up, they can just do their own thing, right? It upsets me. I mean, literally, I can't run a guild anymore. Literally, I can't. Right now, I got to focus on rebuilding myself, literally, because I basically threw away Dad. I threw away Dinky, basically. Threw away everything, you know. Dinky doesn't know this. Dinky will tune in the morning and be, oh my God. I even looked at Dinky's email the other day and said, fuck it. Literally, my own cousin, fuck it. You know, I'll get to it when I get to it. Same with old Higgy boy who messaged me about disability. Higgins, your best bet right now is Social Security will pay for your disability things. They will pay for your disability mental and physical checkups to show that you're disabled. Once they documented it, you're good as gold. Trust me. They're going to help you out. No ifs, ands, or buts. Now, my point is I can't run a guild any longer due to the fact that the guild missions, the Supreme Leader made the decision, okay, the Supreme Leader is going to go in and reinstate this guy. The Supreme Leader already told me this, but the Supreme Leader also is pissed because the Supreme Leader knows how the magic find system works. It basically goes like this, okay, to explain it in detail, easy in a nutshell. Chloe runs out for 20 hours, farming A, B, and the world bosses, round the clock, right? And then, and only then, she goes, and let's just say she has stacks of 250 of everything. She decides to open up those stacks. Maybe she'll get 3 exotics out of them and sell the rest for 30 gold. Time she gets done, all the exotics she can look at, she can be like, oh, look, I got 2 truths and that other axe, you know. I mean, I've had truth and I've had just for example, I've seen things that repeated so many times. Cobalt, let's just say the two-handed sword Cobalt. She could get 20 of those in the course of a month, right? So if you think the magic system works because, oh, well, you got yourself an exotic, but it's not what you wanted, it's Cobalt, right? Maybe, but think about it. You get fucking Cobalt, how are you going to be fucking feeling when you finally get your exotic and you're like, oh, it's Cobalt. Or Truth. Or that other axe that always pops up. I mean, very rarely do you get something that you don't have. Like the other day, I got a staff that I've never even seen. It's like Bramble Spine or something. It was Bramble something. I looked at that and I said, 3 years playing, and I finally get to see something new. I mean, literally, the point is, Chloe doesn't like rule breakers. When someone sits there and says, oh, there is a dictator, well, let's just put it this way. When you run 18-hour loot trains, you know what comes into the damn bags or not. And usually it's shit. So if you want to go and harvest 2-hour loot train here, 2 hours there, and 2 hours in Verdant Brink, and 4 hours in the Tangled Depths or wherever, and then you come back, or 2 hours in each place. I think it's a 2-hour reset in between areas before, unless you farm one area constantly, then they drop your fine down to nothing. That's what I understand from ArenaNet employees, but that's what I understand. And looking up all this stuff online, they basically drop it down. It's like the RNG. People sit there and say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, when it comes to the magic fine. Really? Then I challenge you to spend 18 to 20 hours running my loot train and tell me what you get in one area for the crap. Because so far I've gotten maybe one black diamond, a whole bunch of mats, and if I'm lucky, a 1 gold reclaimed piece of crap. Otherwise, I'm getting nothing but 2 silver items. So sometimes I'm bringing in 60 gold, sometimes I'm bringing in 5 gold. It just depends on what the RNG is giving you. Now, if you farm one area too much, it's the way it is, Is this empty? Yeah, almost empty. I'm going to have to open another can. So I've been neglecting my family, like Dinky. I've been neglecting my dad, father-in-law, who in fact I've been more interested in the game and less time for anything else. But then I also want to say I've been trying to run the guild the best efficient way possible with Windows is broken. All my computers are fried, and this one is fried. Oh well. Now if I can find my key, it's a different story. Actually, I'll just give Chloe the can. Tell her to open it. Open it, please. Thank you. God bless you. What are those? Potatoes? Yeah. So you're putting them up, making what? Potatoes and sausage?
Yeah, and some cabbage here. Want a little bit of it?
No, I'm good. Thanks. I have my cold stuff that I made. Thanks for offering. I appreciate it. But no, Chloe can verify what she did was wrong. Okay, Chloe can verify. She's right over there. She can verify literally what she did was wrong. But she also can verify that the guy that she blocked was a stalker. But the guy who was a stalker literally won't give names. Literally, basically wanted to keep the peace after Chloe threw a fit of me having Sunrise, bought her Twilight. And that's how she ended up with Twilight, because she wanted to craft it. Same goes with Bitfrost. She wanted what's it called? Craft Bitfrost, and she got it gifted. So, and then he basically depressed me. The guy depressed me when I couldn't use Bitfrost. I was told I had to sell it and give him the gold to replace Kudzu. The guy was interested in marriage to me. No, wasn't marriage material, never have been, But what you're dealing with, like I said, is someone with borderline personality. So Chloe can basically, I'm not belittling Chloe. But Chloe has her own reasons. Okay, Chloe put in the rules. Chloe doesn't want the rules changed. Chloe's managing Discord. Chloe's the actual boss. Chloe started the Order of the Black Arrow. I'm just the second in command. I may have the high title mark, but I'm second in command. I do her bidding. And when she got angry with me, she wouldn't remove the guy because she was angry. And I'll explain why she's angry. Because she was angry due to the fact that she's upset that her guild chat is being used for arguments over Magic Find. I mean, literally, Chloe's been playing for a lot longer than me. And let me tell you, and because Chloe's over there, barely visible with her head bobbing, borderline autistic, I'm going to ask her a question. You guys can listen. You've been playing 5 years. How many good fucking loot drops have you had in 5 years with Magic Find maxed out for you? No, really. You got what, 1 or 2 good boxes over that time?
Yeah, over time I only had 2 ascended boxes drop. And first one was back in January 2017 at when I first got the first expansion. And then recently was the second one.
Well, what about those times when you chuckle with me running through Terraria? Remember a couple times you laughed? And this is the joke with Chloe and I. She'll run with me sometimes to take one of the sides. I always take north. And she'll turn around and she'll laugh. She'll be like, did you see that? And I was like, what? Well, that guy here said he's been doing this daily since the beginning of the Terraria expansion. And yet he's not got once the rare infusion drop, right? Yeah, one guy said he got 9, okay? How do you get fucking 9? Well, another person gets 0.
These people are just trolling, talking out of their asses, and trying to act like, oh, I'm better than everyone else.
Well, look at our guild, for example. You want to enforce rules because of it. I mean, look, all I want is, let me put it this way, okay? Chloe turned around the other day and she says, look, your computer's overheating, it's frying out, you're gonna need a new one. No, I gotta play. She's like, look, you've been playing this for 12 hours? No, 16 hours. Well, some of my guildmates are throwing fit. You gotta go to bed. Fortunately, my computer's down. Secondly, Chloe's been briefing me on the whole Discord law thing. I just told her, to carry out your agreement, put this guy back into office and leave it go. I can't get on. I won't get on. I refuse to run a guild, as I told Chloe. I told Chloe this specifically. When my guild isn't my guild. I told this to one of our own admirals tonight. I said, look, I don't feel like this is my guild. I feel this is everyone else's guild. Think of it this way. Here's what happens, okay? Besides the EOD expansion problem for Chloe, the other thing that draw Chloe away from the game is too much toxicity. Always bragging about this drop or that drop or whatever, right? By the way, Chloe, I know you said you got a message or something from someone. I just want to confirm or deny with you. The guy that promised you the war horn and axe by Friday, did you get it delivered? No, well, there you go. See, I was promised several things too, never delivered either. So, and so that's the other thing. So, and the other thing is I've been talking to Chloe in privately about the whole contest, and Chloe thinks it's a joke. She literally says, "I don't doubt the reason the guild missions aren't being done, quote unquote, quote from Chloe, is because the contest is a fucking sham." I mean, think of it. Guy said any 2 legendary weapons for the first 2 that max the guild out completely. Well, what if he ends up having to make 4 swords? Remember, we're talking about eternities, right? It takes 4 swords to make 2 eternities.
Can't do that. He won't be able to. I mean,
he could, but what would happen, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, literally, people sit there and say, I don't know shit. Well, Chloe got angry because Chloe's seen me burn myself out many times playing this game, running around, helping people out, and then look what happens. I mean, literally, look what fucking happens. I mean, Chloe laughed and they said, oh, well, this guy says there's going to be mass exodus. Let him. It's like one of the admirals said tonight. 2 of the loyal admirals. Let them leave. Let them start their own guild. Fuck them. They want to sit there and mass exit. That's fine. You know what? Chloe could just make one click, and reinstate the person. We're done. Argument done. Problem is, Magic Find doesn't work. It's RNG. And Chloe just heard it. You heard it from her own mouth. In 5 years, she's got 2 good loot drops.
And the only way I got my 2 Senate weapons, my staff, I got that from the achievements that they recently brought out.
And then she crafted her Ascended Sword.
Well, a sword I got from a collection, from completing a collection.
Well, there you go. See, it's something I didn't know.
It's all acquired by achievements.
So yes, I did lick my thing because I had some tobacco on my wrist. So, you know.
I mean, a lot of this really good stuff you get if you complete the achievements. And achievements aren't easy to complete.
Well, right now, as Chloe knows, this computer here that I'm using for YouTube can't run the game. So, you know, and the other computer's fried out. So I'm stuck waiting for Windows to get under update. Maybe running it. If and when it updates, it could take me hours and days to update. And with that computer on its last legs, I'm basically out of the game. So Chloe turned around, told me to try Stardew Valley again.
Yeah.
But also Chloe understands about my thing that this ain't my guild because think of it. Chloe thought it was a great idea, great incentive to get the guild maxed out. 2 legendaries, everyone else gets precursors. All of a sudden, that guy slips under the rug. Meanwhile, we got another guy who wants to prove everyone wrong when it comes to the Magic Find. I've been doing loot trains for 18 hours. The only thing I can think of is the theory is, and I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, but quote me if you want to, that the guild's Magic Find thing is broken. I mean, think of it. I yesterday went for, 5 runs, an AB, and I had my bags full. I sold everything today. I didn't make nearly enough that I should have because of the servers down. And however, I will say I did get that 4 gold gloves, but I never got paid for them. It didn't go to list. It went to sold, and well, I didn't get paid. So I'm out 4 gold. I can put a ticket in for fucking 4 easily enough. Now I heard a few people out there was complaining about other things, but that's beside the point. I came on, and one of the things I said today in the guild was, the missions are being reset soon. Let's get them done. No one wanted to do it. One of my other guild members, who's very reliable, who should be an officer higher than captain, like an admiral, basically tried getting the missions done while I was sleeping, and it didn't work. Okay, it basically fell flat on their ass, literally, and it wasn't their fault. They said, oh, I failed or something like that. And I said, no, you didn't fail. It's a fucking guild that failed. The guild doesn't want to do it. I got a guy who thinks he's running the guild for me. And he thinks that we should do guild missions after 5:30 every day, right? 5:30 my time. Fortunately, that's when everyone wants fracs. Here's how I see the way to do fracs, okay? There's a guild officer of mine that does fracs. She gets on, she goes straight to fracs. She doesn't wait till the reset. She goes straight to fracs. Yet, other people are like, oh, we got to do fracs during that. But then again, he turns around and he goes and runs every other train that he wants. He might be tagged up with our guild, but he's not sitting there saying, oh, I'm going to do this now. Does anyone want to join? No, you got to go to your guild panel and be like, okay, who deserves a rank up? You see him, and he's like, maybe he's in Bobby, or maybe he's in Verdict Brink, or wherever. You're like, shit. He didn't even announce in the guild chat he was going to run something, you know. It's like the other day, he turned around, he said something about there's a bounty train started, right? Chloe's other guild that she started was designed for bounties.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we could have ran bounties, no problem, but I was told to stand down, so I left. And one of my own officers, an admiral, got mad and went to fracs. So you can see that the communication ain't there. So Chloe basically is tired of having every guild member work for themselves, literally. I mean, I don't know how many times I would sit there and say, oh, yes, I'd like to work on this today. And all of a sudden, no, I need gold. Can you run the train for me? And then I can't go, or Chloe, Chloe was working with me before the guild got big enough. They would ask her to do a train or two. She'd run east, starting east for gold. Why? Because, you know what upset Chloe to give up the game too? They would turn around and tell this poor soul, hey boss, can I need to do a train. She'd be like, okay, I'll run a train for you. And then afterwards, she's like, so what are you doing with all the gold that I'm helping you run the train? Oh, I'm going to get sky scale. And yet, Chloe doesn't have sky scale. Chloe wants sky scale, but until Chloe gets sky scale, I can't get sky scale.
Well,
So
you can get sky scale if you want.
my game's down, remember?
I've been slowly working on curriculum now.
Well, I wanted roller beetle. I can't even figure that out. No one
wants with that. It's not as hard as the other two mounts, but you just got. You got to be able to give some time into collecting this stuff.
Well, you do know you need to collect almost 11,000 eternal ice pieces just to get your sky scale. And I've been farming, but
roller beetle's not too hard. You just go around collecting simple things. You do a few bounties. You get something in the silver lace even, and you just do it in order. And it's 4 different achievement tracks that you do, and once you complete it in order, you get your roller beetle mount, and you get to go around a lot faster than on a jackal.
Well, yeah, and I was expecting you to help me with that, but I had to make a deal with one admiral tonight that he wanted Complete Living World Season 4 for his sky scale. And I said, you help me, I'll help you. It's a deal. Fortunately, right before this whole thing, when Chloe got angry, which she's entitled to be angry, she was angry because the guy was trying to say that what we're running is a dictatorship. And, well, that was in Discord. But he was basically saying, look, it was unjustified. Well, Chloe, let me ask you this, okay? From your own opinion, since this is your guild, I'm running for you. Were you justified kicking the guy out?
Yeah, if he's doing nothing but drama and chaos, why not kick him out? We just want a guild where everyone cooperates, and so we get these heartless and soulless people who just don't care.
Well, most of the guild are heartless and soulless, except for the loyal ones. The loyal ones want to see the guild succeed, where the other ones don't care.
I've been depressed over not the guild, pretty much politics.
Chloe looks at me at times. She's like, "Oh, you're going to the game?" I said, "Yeah, it's a full-time job." Because Addie, did you hear the story about yesterday? A guy left our guild, your guild, left your guild because I don't trust the officers to maintain the guild while I sleep. I have to put someone in charge, so I have trust issue. No, it's not that. I want to make sure that the guild officers I put in charge round up the troops to get the guild missions done. Unfortunately, that can't happen because the guild missions aren't getting done. Literally. You should have asked Chloe. Chloe did a guild mission with us a while ago, right? She literally snapped at the guy that was stalking me, and she says, look, you're telling us that we got to do our guild missions on weekends, right? Weekends came, right? I even said guild missions this weekend. What happened? Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, no missions. Not done. Missions reset. Now I can't get on. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. Plain and simple. Can't do anything. Why? Because, as I said to one of my guild officers in a private message, it's not my guild anymore. I don't feel it's my guild. Chloe doesn't even feel like it's her guild. It's the guild that everyone can be lazy, basically. And if they want, most of the guild mates, as one of my officers said tonight, only wants the loot trains. And he literally asked me tonight. Someone finally asked the question. I'm proud of this officer. I'm proud with my heart, my whole heart. I'm proud of him. He deserves to be the admiral. He is an admiral. He said to me, "Are you happy, boss?" Not in those words, but close enough. Running these loot trains. Absolutely not. I like storyline mode. I want to get storyline. I like to go around and mow things down. Okay, that's my job. When it said I'm stuck with a squad of 50, Chloe was asking me the other day, "Hey, Rita." That's my name, by the way, Rita, by law. Are you happy booble farming? She makes jokes too. Boobles, you know, boobs, boobles. And I said, no, I'm not happy booble farm. So she was sitting in that chair there, watching me farm, right? She said, did you get a bobble? No, that guy there got 10. I said, see this? I open it and I show her. She says, shit, he didn't get a bobble. Nope. Finished another, he got another chest, opened it, no bobble. Another guy's like, oh yeah, I got another 10 bobbles. Boy says, what the fuck is wrong with the game? You're not getting bobbles. Squad of 50, I'm not getting one fucking bobble. One day I ran 14 hours in the bobble farm, 3. And yet, all these other people, 50 of them. And then, as soon as I get done, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and eat something. Oh, hey, boss, you running another train? Yeah, fine, whatever. And then I do it, and they get more bobbles. Where am I getting? Jack shit. And one guy was so worried. He's like, oh, well, we're going to kill this, but they cleared it. Don't worry. I got it covered while it respawns. So we got there. He got his bobbles. And then he's like, oh, you know what you're talking about? Yes, I do. Fortunately, am I happy running these trains? No. Am I happy running the AB train? No. Am I happy running the Wool Boss train? No. Am I happy running the Silver Waste train? No. Why? Chloe knows why. Well, what is my main purpose of the game, Chloe?
Is to do storylines and work your way up.
Yeah, and the fact that one of the things that Chloe knows, because she always is sitting there when I was doing beta testing for Diablo 2 Remastered, she says, what's your favorite part of Diablo 2? Besides killing goonies? She said, yeah. The loot. All the loot drops in Diablo 2. I made over 200,000 gold this quick. This game, I mean, I made 200,000 gold during the first beta test, and I made 300,000 gold in the second beta test. The second time, public access. 500,000 gold. I could pretty much buy anything I want for Act 1 and 2. And maybe even Act 3, 4, and 5. To make 500,000 gold in Guild Wars 2 is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll tell you the truth to Guild Wars 2, all right? Because Chloe said she's going to post this video for all of the people on Discord to watch. So if you guys are watching this, throw some comments out there. So let me tell you how it fucking works, okay? I've been playing 3 years, okay? The guy that was stalking me, he basically knows the fucking truth. You get rewarded if you buy gems. You get rewarded if you fucking buy gems with your credit card, and you fucking can get massive drops. I've done it time or two in the past 3 years, and I got a shit ton of drops. But as soon as you stop using your card, it goes back to nothing. Zilchy. Want to know more? I'll tell you more. The ones that do all the dailies and work around and play multiple characters and everything else, they're more likely to get better loots than someone who uses one character and runs around. Now, if you change areas periodically, you're fine. But if you're not changing periodically, you're not fine. So, but technically you are fucking screwed one way or the other, And so when Chloe kicked the guy out of the guild, she didn't like it because she's been basically working her ass off for 5+ years, almost 6 years, right? And what has she got out of it? 2 ascended boxes. And she's one of those that jumps around. World Boss train, AV train, Verdant Brink train, Tangled Depth train, Reba train. Hey, Chris. And what happens? Nothing. And then you get a guy who says, oh, I got 3 infusions here and 6 infusions there. And Chloe's going, there's something fucking wrong, right? More likely, the guy actually paid money, real money, in the game. And keeps paying it. Now, I've heard all the jokes in the game over the months. Oh, yeah, the only way you get a legendary is either you craft it, which could take 13 to 2,000 hours, or you spend your credit card or debit card and pay for it then. What's up, Chris? So, right now, my computer's down. My other computer's down. My third computer's down. My desktop's chugging. So I can't do any gaming. So I got to stick with my Switch. which sucks. But, oh well. So you guys are probably wondering about the rest of the update over gaming, because I know Dinky's probably watching this going, oh shit, what's going on? And others. So let me get to the brass tacks. Okay, Higgins, Social Security will pay for you to have your mental and your physical evaluations to determine if you're disabled. You don't have to worry. You don't have proof. The doctors will get the proof. They'll find it. They'll request your files from the past. An adjuster will go in and look at everything and make a decision within 4 to 6 months. Don't worry, you're covered. Excuse me. Back to the past. As I said, I've been gaming so much, I've been neglecting people like Chris. Apologies, Chris. Chris is Cam, by the way. My cousin Dinky, Corey, my sister, my father-in-law, all of them for gaming. But good Lord, I had other plans. My computer's down, so fuck it, you know. Plus, the fact Chris doesn't know the story, so I better fill him in. So this evening, Chris, I was gaming, doing a World Boss Express. That's my train. World Bosses, and what happened was Chloe got angry because Chloe wanted to remove 4 people from the guild. Instead, one of the guild officers made a joke. I won't go into it personal. Another guild officer said, you know, unless it's justified, Chloe thought it was justified due to the fact that the guy was saying that I'm wrong with Magic Find. Magic Find's a joke. It is a joke. They use RNG. So, you know, you might get lucky once in 10 years to get a precursor. With me, I've gotten more precursors than I need to know, but I use my debit card so much. I guess they say I'm deserving of the precursor. But otherwise, it's all a joke. I mean, I've seen people give legendaries away that end up with more infusions than you know what to do with. I've seen other people with other problems, you know, get other things, you know. And with us, the poor people, they don't give the poor people nothing. No, I'm okay. My computer's taking a shit. I don't know how long it's going to take to get it fixed. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll email you my address. Yeah, you know, you should have it because of Christmas, but I'll send it again, man. Thank you. I appreciate the Snorlax. See, Chris is awesome. You know, he knows one of my favorite Pokemon, Snorlax. That Pikachu, and I collect Pikachu. So, Pika. So, what's going on? Okay. So tonight, Chris, Chloe got mad because it's her guild, and she literally went in and blocked and banned someone because she doesn't like people arguing with the guild leaders over the fact the guild leaders know a lot. Like me, I've been doing those loot trains, as you know, for so long. Chris has been with me in my loot trains, by the way, for some of you guildies watching this. That the loot's not that good. I mean, for someone like Chris, a new player, yeah, the loot's great. But someone who's a returning player like me, the loot's shit. I mean, literally, I don't know how many times Chloe looked through my inventory yesterday and said, "Is that all you got? You didn't even get one weapon, not even one
See, when
exotic."
you first buy an expansion or upgrade to full count, they start dropping loot on you like crazy, and then after a while, it stops.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been okay. Just been kind of depressed, you know. Today's the anniversary of my husband's death, so I've been kind of cranky on that, you know. Oh yeah, I'd be like, whoa, dude. I take 4 of them off your hands. I love Snorlax, by the way. Snorlax cool. He won 4 Snorlaxes for. Anyways, so what happened was, Chris, is Chloe went in and banned this person. Well, this guy that got blocked and banned messaged me, and I, you know me, I don't like drama, and I don't like confrontation, so I left. Well, when I left, Chloe's like, well, where'd you go? I said, I left. I'm not taking that. And I said, I was confronted because, I mean, Chloe's like, look, it's my guild, my rules. If the guild members aren't doing it, you know what was upsetting her the most, Chris, is the fact that they're not doing the fucking guild missions. Really. We have 260. Well, I had 260 members. Probably has less than 200 now. Maybe even 100. Maybe even 50. It wouldn't matter to me how many is left, right? But anyway, so what happened was she got mad and removed him. Well, one of the persons told me, you know, was like, you know, whatever. Coffee there? Oh, that makes more. So anyway, so you asked how I'm doing. So as Chris knows, for my birthday, a guy was supposed to give me a 70-inch TV, never delivered. Same guy was promising my legendary weapons, never gave those either. Promised me a big screen TV end of this month. Didn't deliver that either. It's not the end of the month either, but still. But he actually told Chloe and I to be warned about the guy that we let into our guild that was promising so much, because he said the guy's a faker. I'm not going to lie. I won't lie. The guy clearly stated he was a faker, and you can't trust the guy who won't deliver. Well, what did he do? The other guy turned around, Chloe kicked him out for stalking. Chris doesn't know that's... Well, Chris does. I talked to him on the phone. So, brother Chris knows the guy was stalking me, said I found all your information, all your websites, everything else, yada, 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 and it scared the shit out of me. That's what Chloe, Chloe saw the thing. Well, he turned around, sent me a thing on Discord before he got blocked, where he claimed me and Chloe tag teamed him. I don't tag team anyone. I mean, literally. One of the reasons why I told one of my admirals tonight that I don't feel it's my guild or Chloe's guild, Chloe doesn't feel it's her guild either, is the fact, again, that no one does their fucking job. Literally. They get into the guild, they want to know when the loot trains are, and that's it. Is that all I am, Chloe's loot train tool?
Yeah.
So for my birthday, I bought me a book that I'm going to be starting to use, which is the new version of Stardew Valley. I got this one, and then I get this one, and I love Stardew Valley, so I'm going to be playing Stardew Valley again. And I'm still waiting for my strategy guide I bought for Story Seasons, Oh yeah, I'll email you. I'll text you by email, man. I won't text you. The phone's got to charge. I didn't plug it in yet. That's why I didn't call you back, man. I forgot to charge it. I was like, no offense, Chris. I was like, fuck it, I mean, literally, I didn't even call my dad, Well, I did on my home phone. And he's like, oh, here's my home phone. Yeah, what's wrong with cell phone? My cell phone battery's dead and I didn't charge it. I'm too fucking lazy. Plus the fact I've just been fucking, and Chris was worried I was going to burn myself out anyways on the game anyways, because, every time he called me, I was gaming, and I'd say, oh yeah, I'll call you back, I'll forget about him, because all these people want loot trains. And finally I was like, yeah, fuck it. Well, and then Chloe said to me, you need to do a YouTube update. Well, when I checked the YouTube update being almost a month ago, I'm like, shit, I better get a YouTube update done, 43 seconds? Cool, man. Yeah, that's awesome. I'll have to watch your channel then. But anyways, I just got tired, I got an email. 3 emails came in, too. I don't know who they are, so let me check. I know it ain't Discord, because Discord ain't running right now. Subscription payment problem for what? Oh, whatever, dude. Who cares? I don't read the newspaper anyways. So now they're saying there's a subscription problem. Well, you know what? Not my problem, man. Yep, so it was Amazon. Forgot all about the newspaper, So for my birthday, I got 3 cheesecakes. Finished them all. The last cheesecake was delivered by my advocates. It was a $50 cheesecake, I know, because it's online. Not that I care about pricing. I was going to buy one myself, but then the good Lord works in mysterious ways and delivered me cheesecake from this company, and I'm telling you, the cheesecake was to die for. Well, I should be lucky I'm still alive at 43. Which is funny because Chris said his video is 43 seconds long, so I'm 43 now. So, anyway, with all the promises have been broken, and me running the loot trains, and me running the loot trains, and me running the loot trains, that's all I'm doing. I just got tired. I know my admiral wants me back because my admiral wants me to do Living World Season 4 with him and another person, but right now I can't due to the fact my computer's down, and two is the last time one of the two admirals were with me, Chloe, told me they were getting frustrated with me. I said, Chloe, you know as well as I do, I can't read a fucking map. Literally. She's like, I know. I mean, look, if Chloe sat there and said, oh, you need to do this, fine. But they give you this task, right? They're like, how to make grog so you can do this. They're like an ale or a beer, right? And they give you these things. Well, I got like a few of them done, right? I'm like, where do I go get this? Well, you can buy it from this guy, but you have to spend up all your currency, and you don't have the currency in that area. So you're like, shit, I can't buy it. So what do I have to do? I got to go collect it. Well, where do I go collect? Meanwhile, while I'm collecting it, I got to kill pirates. Pirate killing's cool. That's fine. Kill a few pirates, that's great. Fortunately, trying to find the ingredients is a different story. They don't tell you, go here and get this, or go here. They have it on the map when they circle it, right? Thing is, no one tells you this. Someone said, oh, check your map. There's a circle for everything that where you go. That's nice to know. Someone told me at the end when we were all logging on. I never even got Living World Season 4, Episode 1 completed yet. And I'm having a bitch of a time, And so he's like, well, we'll go replay it again through the whole thing so we can all work together on it, link up so I know what to do. Well, if they complete all living seasons, get their sky scale first, then what's the point of me doing it? I mean, literally, that just means another admiral tags along with me and we get them done together. That's fine and dandy, but right now my computer's down and I can't do shit. So I'm fucking screwed. Anyway, look at it. Plus the fact I told Chloe I'm done for right now because of the fact I'm tired of it, So I told Chloe, I'm just, you know. You know. Here's something I didn't notice, Chris. Experiment with fusion power breaks record, blasts out 10 quadrillion watts of power. 10 quadrillion watts. Sounds good to me, man. There's an Amazon movie I want to watch soon called Churchill. Might tune in and look for that tonight, after I get done with this. But, what's this? A female comrade, a Russian female comrade, Call of Duty. Anyways, that's just too damn funny. But anyways, I told Chloe to get off her butt, go in and reinstate that guy like she promised, and we won't have any more problems, because that's what needs to be done. I mean, literally, he might be right, he might be wrong, magic fine, but we shouldn't basically be poking it and prodding it until hell freezes over, on that aspect. So, and now, let's see, I got 4 people who had 4 people watching, I'm down to 2, so, anyways, so for my birthday, I got the cheesecakes and my books, and Chloe got me 2 games that I can't play because my computer's down on Steam. She got me Sunhaven. Yeah, Sunhaven, right? Yeah, Sunhaven. She was pissed because there's no controller support for it. She got me another game, Farm Life. And the third game she got me was called Kind Seed, which is controller available. Oh, wow, look, my computer is actually on the motherboard screen for it. It finally did something for once. Wow, right? Anyways, if I can get on the computer, I will. Otherwise, I don't give 2 shits, Discord's down anyways, on that. I don't like confrontation, so that's why, I told Chloe, this is your guild. I'm just running it. So, I don't want to be part of a guild that wants to attack me for, but I did tell the guild, higher officer has been private message, that Chloe basically wanted to get rid of 4 people. Let me tell you about the 4 people before you guys say it was justified or not justified. She only got rid of 1 out of 4. Yep, my computer's fried. It's not even loading Windows anymore. Go figures. So, 1 has been with us for over a year. Doesn't do jack shit. Doesn't do anything. By the way, I didn't know the one guy Chloe said donated. I didn't check the log. So as soon as I can, I will. But he got kicked out. I'm gonna have to reinstate him. Or Chloe, give or take. I'll reinstate him somehow, somewhere, whenever I get around to it. But anyway, one guy basically donated like 6 months ago to upgrade the guild some icy runes, or no bloodstone bricks. That's what it was. And he did that, and that was it. Since then, he goes into the guild chat, pisses off Chloe, says, "Oh, look at me, I got this in raid. Too bad you can't have it. I got a legendary armor. Woo!" And Chloe's like, "Get rid of the fucker." Well, I never did. I figured that'd be Chloe's job, and she's that irritating. She's the same. She's the one that posted that no one can talk about legendary weapons till she ended up with legendary. And he was pissed. He wanted that rule removed. Legendary or ascendant. Because everyone talks about it.
Stands because other people only have exotics, and it's not fair to them.
Well, I use 4 exotics.
It's not. I'm not putting that rule to make myself feel better. I did it so that wouldn't discourage new guild members.
Oh yeah, exactly. And one of my guild officers tonight says, "You never talk about legendaries. You talk about buying legendaries, and you talk about people promising you legendaries, but you never talk about actually. Oh, look what happened. I actually throw it. I don't throw it in people's faces once in a while. I'll do a joke. After completing a train, I'm like, "Oh wow, this is what dropped from my loot chest." Jokingly, of course. They call that trolling, but I throw it out there once in a while just to be funny, like Twilight. And they're like, "Oh wow, I want it." Or one guy's like, "Oh, that's nothing. I have eternity." Yes, oh yeah, that dropped too right here in this chest. Guy's like, "Do you have sunrise?" "Oh yeah, that dropped in this chest." And then we all get a chuckle, and that's that. But still, it's funny, we throw it out there from time to time, but so that guy there, he just comes in, he brags about everything he has, legendary trinkets, legendary this. We can't do raids, we'll never get raids. The one officer is working on raids for us, and then the other 2 guys, one guy basically pissed Chloe off. She wanted him gone. He was dictating that. He was basically being the dictator, saying we can't do guild missions till all the daily fracks are done at reset. Problem is, the daily fracks can be done when you get out of bed, like one of our admirals does every morning. She gets out of bed, she goes and does her thing, and then gets on, has her tea or coffee, and goes directly to fracks. She used to farm with me, but her farming is fracks. That's all she does now is farm and fracks. So, Chloe, that's one of the officers I like too much that I won't remove. That's removal. Chloe likes her too. So now the one, he brags too much. Chloe wants him gone. The second guy is dictating too much. Chloe wanted him gone, and she never got around to it. The third guy was basically stepping on toes about magic find and everything else. Oh, not to mention that Chloe was also upset because apparently the other day, the same guy that she removed, I think it was him, that was ignoring me. I was making conversation at guild chat, and I was being ignored, completely being the supposed guild leader. No one was answering or talking. They were all talking amongst themselves, and the guild leader apparently, as one of the officers said, the guild leader has the final say. Well, when the guild leader has the final say, people started, whatever. So fuck them, So that was another thing. That's when I made the joke about demoting the first thing and recruit be funny. There we have it. So on that aspect. So and then we have then yeah, that's not it. When it comes to the on that guy there, well, she removed it because she was upset. She just came in the other day and said, "Look, respect your leaders." Fortunately, didn't like that thing or whatever, stepping on toes or whatever, and that'd be an interesting idea, Chris. Plasma cleaning. And so, I can't remember the other one that Chloe wanted removed offhand because, there was like four, and three of them I named. One she did, the other two is left alone. Yeah. She was talking about the guy that promised her Howler and Frostfang. She wanted him to be gone because he promised something and never delivered. So, I was like, yeah, well, Chloe refuses to play anyways due to the fact that EOD, she can't get it pre-ordered. So she's got to go check out a bank account to get it pre-ordered and other crap. So it's like, okay, cool. In the meantime, me, I'm not pre-ordering EODs because to me, honestly, one of the things I've been doing when I've been playing the loot trains by myself in the middle of the night, Chloe sleeping, is asking God, aka Papa, why the hell I'm spending so much time in Guild Wars 2 when one day they'll just flip the switch and turn it off. Think about it. That goes through my mind all the time. It might be entertainment now, but what happens if you wasted 10 years of your life in it, and when they turn it off, what are you going to do then?
What happens if they turn WoW off and those people wasted 2 decades of their life on WoW?
See? People are, and on top of that, 50+% of WoW players are going to other games, mostly Guild Wars 2.
Someone I used to be friends with, that I'm not friends with anymore, he'd go insane if WoW was shut down.
Well, that's the thing. I'd go insane too. My Guild Wars 2.
He'd probably go on a killing spree and kill people.
Like
I've heard people have killed someone because they lost access to WoW.
It happens. What shit does. Sorry, it's a joke, everyone. The Forrest Gump thing.
Some dude
lost
his WoW account. His mom took away his WoW account. So he went and got a gun, went to a public place and started shooting people.
Was this in America?
Yep.
Okay, I'll have to look it up.
It was something like that.
But I would literally lose my mind, everyone. By the way, if you guys are wondering, I'm just running across a few pictures. I find Instagram to be basically soft porn. There's too many people showing off their cans nowadays. I used to like to show off a few at a time, but over the years I decided that I'm not a whore. So, but all these beautiful women and everything else, they just want to show that they're women too, My husband I have problems with trans ladies, They think, that men want them, and he came up with his own theories. I won't go into details.
We're not in the desert.
What, heat's bothering you?
Air's dry.
Oh, I know. Yeah, being on an island there is dry.
It's like a desert.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that something? Feels like a desert.
I mean, it cascades. I mean, if you look at it, right, the ground, it's typically a desert with trees all over it.
Yeah, or shrubs or cactuses.
Yeah. I mean, Pacific Northwest and even parts of Western Canada is all pretty much desert with a forest over it. Alaska, I'm not sure. I've never been to Alaska. Shit. But most of the West is all mostly desert land. Hell, the Midwest, half the Midwest is desert. Now you can go to like Kansas or somewhere, and Kansas has got a lot of desert ground.
Let's see. It says, "I wish we could kick COVID-19's ass with plasma." Yeah, that'd be nice. Literally. And that's the other thing. People sit there and say, Rita, you need to get out more. You need to leave your house more. Our island's got 30 more cases in the last week. They just updated it Friday, and I'm like, oh shit, better stay indoors. Bring my food in, which I got plenty of, and good to go. So, but, between all the COVID cases, coronavirus rising, and People threatening vaccine passports, no free money, whatever, you don't get any benefits, no food stamps, whatever, if you don't get vaccinated. To me, I think it's, I don't tolerate dictatorships, to a point, but, there's certain things that I will tolerate, like the supreme leader of our guild, Chloe. I'll tolerate her because basically I'm usually the one that gets to run everything, but my frustration, like I said, is the fact that the guild mates aren't doing their damn job. I mean, literally, how long would it take to pull together volunteers to get 7 missions done in a fucking week? I mean, you have over 200 members, Chloe. You should fucking get it done within fucking 2 hours of their time. But nope, they're more interested in, what was it you said? Self-indulgence?
Yeah, they indulge themselves in shit.
Or whatever it is. Chloe was saying they're greedy or selfish, or what was that word? They're only in it for themselves. That's what it is. In it for themselves. And me, it just rubs off on me because look what I do. I do everything for the guild, and I mean, I've spent all my money on the guild basically. I'm trying to rebuild my gold so I can get my next legendary, and I'm putting it all in the guild mats. So to me, it isn't funny, By the way, my computer's still down. I can't believe my computer's fucking down. Yep. Computer is still fucking down, I tell you. It's going to be all night. So I'm going to have to go soon and put a movie in. But you guys, you've heard it from me. I got food in the fridge I can eat. I got some pasta salad I'm going to finish up tonight. I just came on to let you know I'm safe and sound. I'm sorry I neglected all you, Dinky and Corey and Teddy Bear and you, Chris. I'm just fed up with this game, I mean, literally, I feel like I'm just a fucking tool, My dad said the same thing. My father-in-law said, Rita, you're a tool. They use you and you don't get anything out of it. Maybe not, but, what I got to do now is I got to fix things so it gets better. Can't fix things when I'm sitting here, but my computer's down, so I get to wait. But at least Chloe gets to turn around, and upload this video if she feels like it. Otherwise, I don't know, And Chris, I'm not on Discord because the drama. Just to let you know, maybe one day if my computer works. Right now it doesn't work. So, for all of you out there, please take care of yourself. And, I forgot to mention the advocate's calling me tomorrow afternoon to see if there's a home for Chloe, an apartment for her. If not, she's got a couple other leads, which could lead into a group home or something else. But right now, she's looking for an apartment for Chloe. So we'll find out. I'll just keep you updated. So otherwise, that's all I have for you guys. So I got to deal with other issues. So please, check it out later and keep looking for updates on that episode. On that, gaming is down. Like I said, I got Stardew Valley. I can play on my Switch, so I'm good. In the meantime, everyone, I hope you have a great evening. So please check out things later. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion, hit the like, subscribe button. Souls of funding for your family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies, your service dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone, and God bless you in everything you do.